Welcome everybody to Rawlin and BG. I'm Baba Ganoush.
And I'm Rawlin. Today we're going to be playing Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z on the Xbox 360. It's a new release that came out on the 28th in the US. It is the first Dragon Ball Z game since that one that came out for the Kinect in about 2012. So apparently this one's supposed to be pretty great. I've heard really good things. I've heard a lot really diverse fighting styles are going to be involved in this, and there's a shitload of all kind of special boss battles and stuff. So our plan is we're going to go through the single missions, show you guys some of that, and then hopefully we get online and show you some of the Battle Royal stuff.
And today I'm going to be taking control of the controller. And this should be exciting because the last Dragon Ball Z that I played was the Nintendo 64 one, and that was just a very straightforward fight game. I enjoyed it a lot.
Everyone on Earth, please share your energy with all the warriors of the world!
Alright, let's get started. Single player. So one thing you guys have to know is that you cannot play co-op immediately. You're going to have to play the first couple of missions in single player before you can unlock that feature.
The other thing you might want to know about the co-op is it does have to be on separate consoles. When I read about this, they said it was because that they wanted to preserve the graphics in the full screen. So I guess they really like the graphics and they don't really care about friends actually meeting up to play this game.
And I'd just like to mention that this game is very detailed, so I'd advise the fellow gamers to read the instructions and all the tips they give you guys. Because, for example, if you want to equip cards, that you would not want to pick card collection because card collection will just show you what you have. To equip them, you have to go to your character, and if it's a PlayStation, you press triangle. If it's your Xbox, you press Y. Slowly, you're going to figure out that the title menu isn't very fluid, but you're going to get used to it very quickly.
The game, from what I've read, the game features over 70 characters, so even the biggest of Dragon Ball Z nerds should be pretty happy with how many characters we've got in this one. Me, myself, I can list about 10 characters right off the top of my head, so I would consider myself a very basic Dragon Ball Z fan.
And the great thing is, as you go, you get to unlock more characters. This pretty much...
Do you just start out with Goku? Is that how it is?
You usually do start out with Goku, and I'm just going to keep him because he's my favorite.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's Goku. I mean, look at those biceps.
Sexy man.
The other thing I never really liked about his setup is he never really had much of a bulge in the pants. That's a bit of a disappointment.
I wonder what his ethnicity is.
That's another good, interesting point.
Because he was white in the movie.
Clearly, he's got anime hair. Clearly, he's some sort of Japanese. Oh, beginning of battle. Now, as we did say, this is a fighting game, so there's not really going to be that much story and stuff. We will show you the cutscenes to the game and all that, but most of this is just going to be BG trying to kick some ass. Look at that, we get into a battle right away.
I'd say one of my favorite aspects of this game is the fact that you can just fly.
Yeah, that looks freaking awesome.
At first I was kind of peeved because you don't have like a jump option, but who needs a jump option?
Still doesn't feel very good. Well, I might as well get some training in while I search the area. Okay, it's going great.
Using my flight technique.
I'm gonna be scolded by Chi-Chi again for training.
Now, do you know what the counter's up there for? Why you only have 9 minutes to do something?
Not quite sure actually. I haven't figured that out. There's a lot of this game to figure out.
Yeah. You got a lot, like, it's a very busy bar already. You got the stuff down there. You got, is that the health, I assume?
Yep.
In the left bottom. What's
Yeah.
the energy for? You build it up and then you become Super Saiyan.
Pretty much.
Pretty much?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Got some Cybermon action.
So he's gonna be the source of the power. I better get rid of him before they cause trouble.
And there we go, easy peasy.
Another aspect of Goku's, I realize that they're trying to stick to the characters that, they essentially, made in the cartoon or in the anime series, and his primary strengths are pretty much melee.
Yeah, this game definitely, just even off the bat and just from what we kind of researched early on, it seems like a must-have for any sort of Dragon Ball Z fan. Seems definitely like one of the expansive efforts they've had so far, just in terms of the detail that they've put in. Oh, that was nice. Have a seat, son. Are they gonna attack you at any point in time, or are they just gonna stand and get their ass?
Well, this is pretty much a tutorial, just
Okay.
so your players can pretty much get it.
You just kind of learn the buttons and the combos.
So you guys are pretty much going to realize that blue little bar down there is your mana. They're not going to let it run out right now because it's pretty much training session time. But you're going to realize you're going to have to be very tactical about how you use your specials. Like this is a special here, for example. Oh. And you have to be sure to always remember to block because I couldn't get that right at first. Still can't.
Fuck defense. That's what I always say. So there are 4 different battle types for the playable characters in this game. You got the fighting type, obviously the bruisers, the close combat guys. You got the Ki Blast type, those are the long range battle types, the ones that like shoot all those little special key moves. And then you got the support type, that's more the health regeneration, more support capabilities. And then you got the interference type, which is basically just, I guess, you being a dick. You're just interfering as you go about.
Alright, guess that does it.
So we just finished the tutorial mission. Pretty simple stuff.
Actually, the tutorial, we still have 2 more tutorial missions.
Still 2 more tutorial missions?
Yes.
Oh goodness.
They get more challenging as they go, so.
They'll actually start to hit you.
Yeah. So at the end of every mission, you're pretty much going to get cards. The tricky part is you're going to have to remember what category every card was in because they're not going to tell you. You can pretty much always check up on your card collection and then be able to customize your character and give them the cards. Now, each card pretty much gives you an extra attribute, whether it's melee, magic, special, whatever it may be. So just remember what cards you got, because usually it's pretty transparent trying to find out what cards you do have and don't have. Well, I think I'm going to reconfigure my card strategy here. And there you have it, you guys. That's the first tutorial.
Yeah, that's all we're gonna have time for today. As you can see, BG's giving you a look at the card setups and all the stuff that's going on there, just so you can kind of see some of those details. Just the first video of many. We've got plenty more coming your way, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Please like, subscribe, comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts about this game. Us personally, we're pretty pumped about it so far. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.
BG out.
And Rawlin is out.